Of all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Harachakodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone, who will wear the Titus' truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to your acumen as part of the Bayasha Yahawadah, the house of David. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Shem Yahawashi, as you see the title, um, Hegseth and Trump's basically speeches that they've been giving out, which really, through the spirit, the reason I'm doing this video, of course, prophecy, but just to, I was watching the elder brother Yashawamba's video last night, and if you're looking at it through the spirit, I mean, we're basically at the times that the apostles been talking about, brothers been talking about for decades, however long you've been in the faith, and now we're seeing these devils speak. Okay, we're seeing, like the brother said on the video, we're seeing the dragons speak, and what they're basically doing is preparing to get off the NWO, because the time that we're in through the spirit is short for them, or their time is short. Let me see. Give me 1 second. This is Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So these are the times that we're basically entering into. Well, it's around the corner. I mean, you had the government shutdown, which that's gonna do a lot. You have this speech, which I'm gonna put up through the spirit. All right, hold on. 1 second. So I'm gonna play this speech. I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers have heard it, but I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna put it up. Just watch the video through the spirit.
As the chairman mentioned, our enemies get a vote. You feel it, I feel it. Standards must be uniform, gender neutral, and high. If not, they're not standards. They're just suggestions. Suggestions that get our sons and daughters killed. When it comes to combat arms units.
Why is he saying that? Because, I mean, it's first and foremost, U.S. troops are soft. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? They're soft. They had allowed women to come in, Tyrannosaurus Rexes to come in, moles and bows. All right, and that's why he's saying this, because I mean, through the spirit, when you really look at it, we go to if the U.S., which that ain't our army, we don't care about them. You know what I'm saying, they go to war, whatever. But this is why they're addressing this, and really, it's a ploy to set Democrat against Republican. Have all these civil wars going on. Which good. All right, good. Get these moles and bows and trannies and all that. Make them mad. Because first and foremost, man. All right. Hey, we're just entering into a time of Babylon being destroyed, America being Babylon, aka America, or America, aka Babylon. All right, if you want to know, and being destroyed.
And there are many different stripes across our joint force. The era of politically correct overly sensitive. Don't hurt anyone's feelings. Leadership ends right now.
See that? That's the dragon speaking. Hold on, let me see. If you can't see we in a time of war, all right, if you can't see that, then it's hey, you in for one. Okay? Because we've been talking about through the spirit how these devils are gonna move, how when the Lord has judgment start, it's gonna start at his house, according to 1 Peter the 4th chapter, how that the Lord's gonna use this devil to purge the non-desirable, which is 2/3 of Israel.
Look out at this group, and I see great Americans. Leaders who have given decades to our great republic at great sacrifice to yourselves and to your families. But if the words I'm speaking today are making your heart sink.
Wait, if you were detained at any California women's prison, such as Chowchilla Women's Facility, Folsom, or California.
So you about to see the dragon in his full entire. You about to see the true man behind who he's been hiding. Remember, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make people think he doesn't exist. But now we're entering into a time right now, which we've been saying it, and the apostles been saying it for decades, brothers been saying it, that these devils are going to show who they truly are. Esau Edom is going to show who he truly is. The sinful man, okay, the son of perdition, being revealed through the prophets of the Lord, okay. What does it say in Job the 20th chapter? That the joy of the hypocrite is for a moment. First and foremost, this is why this is hypocritical. They allowed moles and bows and all that in the military. Now all of a sudden it's always time for us to eliminate, do away with that, and you know how many of American transformers and all that depend on the U.S. military for their money and all that. So this is just gonna strike a lot of things, man. This is good prophecy and news.
Then you should do the honorable thing and resign. We would thank you for your service. The military has been forced by foolish and reckless politicians to focus on the wrong things. In many ways, this speech is about fixing decades of decay. Some of it obvious, some of it hidden. Or as the chairman has put it, we are clearing out the debris. For too long, we've promoted too many uniformed leaders for the wrong reasons. Based on their race, based on gender quotas, based on historic so-called firsts. We've pretended that combat arms and non-combat arms are the same thing. We've weeded out so-called toxic leaders under the guise of double-blind psychology assessments.
Meaning the American military is soft. Okay, they are soft.
Risk-averse, go-along to get along conformists instead. You name it, the department did it. Foolish and reckless political leaders set the wrong compass heading, and we lost our way. We became the woke department, but not anymore. The administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses.
See that? And why is dudes in dresses in the U.S. military? Because of politics. And first and foremost, America is been lost its way. The U.S. military, it's been like this for decades on in, since the first time they've allowed moles and bows and Tyrannosaurus Rexes in the U.S. military. Okay, when is the U.S. what major war has the U.S. military fought hand to hand? Period. Recently, they're used to using just strikes and unmanned drones and things of that nature. But see, now, through the spirit that they're talking about, well, Trump's going to say it, war in the streets, or the war from the enemy within. Okay, what do you think they're going to have in the U.S. Streets? They're going to try to have, they're going to remove the emotion aside, or the people that are emotional aside. But watch, man, it's going to get crazy out here.
Climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris.
He called it debris.
But when it comes to any job that requires physical power to perform in combat, those physical standards must be high and gender neutral. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. If that means no women qualify for some combat jobs, so be it. It all starts with physical fitness and appearance. If the Secretary of War can do regular, hard PT, so can every member of our joint force.
And
frankly,
and why is there obesity in this place? Why is there non-fit American? Basically, all American citizens are non-fit. You go ask one of these mofos out here to do a push-up, they can't. And a lot of the dudes in the gyms out here in America, they're moles. All right, Esau is the one that put all these foods with these GMOs and these chemicals out here to make these people out here obese. And then he lets them in the military, whatever the case. This all points back to Esau, Edom. Okay? That's why I'm gonna get it. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Now all of a sudden it seems like a panic to me. Now well, we're gonna kick out all the obese, and which, hey, America's obesity is crazy. But hold on one second. Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? That's right. And that's all these devils are, hypocrites. All right. And that's why the Lord is having it to where all this stuff is happening. These prophecies are coming to pass, first and foremost, so the deliverance can happen. Okay. But hey, when these things start happening at a full scale, all right, the Lord gonna do his thing. Because their plans, okay, with this these troops coming into dangerous cities, these plans are to basically come out the prophets of doom. See, the Lord's gonna use these devils, right? Ezekiel, what is it, the 21st chapter? A sword is sharpened, it is furbished. Okay? This is a part of a sword being sharpened up. Let's get these troops out of here. Let's get no more beats. That is a sword being sharpened by Yahawadah, bahasham, Yahawashi. It's going to get wild out here.
It's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test.
Wait, if you were detained at any California women's prison, such as Chowchilla Women's
He said
Facility,
he's tired of seeing fat generals. Yeah, we had a time of war.
Is to give them good leaders committed to the warfighting culture of the department, not put in the Constitution. You made a choice to serve when others did not. and I commend you. You souls made in the image and likeness of God. Every parent deserves to know that their son or their daughter
taken in, but together with many of you in the room, we've brought back the fundamental principle that defending the homeland is the military's first and most important priority. That's what it is. Only in recent decades did politicians somehow come to believe that our job is to police the far reaches of Kenya and Somalia, while America is under invasion from within. We're under invasion from within.
See that?
No.
These are all, this is this devil using his forked tongue. Okay? Because really, in all actuality, these devils are getting whooped by the spiritual tongue of Yahawashi, which is the prophets. Okay? You really think Donald Trump's worried about sending immigrants back to Mexico or back to their country? He's not worried about that. This is a whole bigger agenda, a whole another agenda that they have. They're moving fast to start their NWO. That's it. He said the enemy from within. And what this is going to cause, because he's going off a Democrat and Republican thing, these are going to cause and spark what you call it, basically, you know what, let me get it. Second address 15 real quick, bear with me. Yeah, this is second address 15 and 15. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. And we're going to start seeing a lot of that soon. A lot of it. All right, they're building a stage for civil war, and their movie just came out, last year? So they're building a stage for that, while even in the Middle East, things are going on through the spirit and power of Yahawashi as far as the World War III algorithm being set up. Okay? So it says, and one people shall fight, shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and of course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's all this is leading up to. All right? That's all this is leading up to. That's why I'm going to go back to the video. You're going to see what this dude says.
Different than a foreign enemy, but more difficult in many ways because they don't wear uniforms. At least when they're wearing a uniform, you can take them out. These people don't have uniforms. But we are under invasion from within. We're stopping it very quickly. After spending trillions of dollars defending the borders of foreign countries, with your help, we're defending the borders of our country from now on. But together with many of you in the room, we've brought back the fundamental principle that defending the homeland is the military's first and most important priority. That's what it is. But we're running it based on common sense and based on love of our country. But I want to salute every service member who has helped us carry out this critical mission. It's really a very important mission. And I told Pete, we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military, National Guard, but military. Because we're going into Chicago very soon. That's a big city.
Now watch what he says about the dangerous cities, and watch what he says about, like I said, the two sides.
With an incompetent governor, stupid governor, stupid. We have many cities in great shape too, by the way. I want you to know that. But it seems that the ones that are run by the radical left Democrats, what they've done to San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, they're very unsafe places, and we're going to straighten them out one by one. And this is going to be a major part for some of the people in this room. That's a war, too. It's a war from within. Portland, Oregon, where it looks like a war zone. And I get a call from the liberal governor, sir, please don't come in. We don't need you. I said, well, unless they're playing false tapes, this looked like World War II. Your place is burning down. I mean, you must be kidding. Sir, we have it under control. I said, you don't have it under control, Governor, but I'll check it. And I'll call you back. I called him back. I said, this place is a nightmare. And now we're treating them fairly. But the money coming in is, we've never seen anything like it. The other day they had $31 billion that they found, $31 billion. So we found $31 billion and we're not sure from where it came. We're investing tens of billions of dollars in modernizing our nuclear deterrence capabilities like never before. And we've begun construction on what we call the Golden Dome missile defense shield. It'll be the
Golden
most
Dome missile
sophisticated in the
defense
world. You
shield.
watched it our time up there in Canada.
Hey, we in the time of war. Okay, we in the time of Jacob's trouble, as the scriptures say. You see. Verse 19, 2 Kings 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for a great tribulation. And that's all that's coming upon America right now. It's going to be a great place of tribulation soon. So like I said, especially with the government shut down and stuff. Lord willing, it stays shut down. Lord willing, man, these next 3 months or a couple months, whatever the case may be, till we get to 2026, just be hectic. Okay, just be hectic. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, because as you see what's going on through the spirit, man, this devil, he's about to come down, especially on you Israelites. All right, and eventually, gradually, he's going to come around on the prophets of doom, which are the brothers teaching the word in truth and sincerity. Okay? So just say, brothers, man, out there, watch as well as pray. The Day of Atonement, through the spirit is mad spiritual, because we had ours the 30th through the 1st, and then these you know, small hatters had theirs the day after, and I think they're still in it, but it is what it is, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Harakhakwadash. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone, who will wear the Titus' truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to you, Akim, part of the Bayasha Dawda, House of David, to you few sincere sisters out there that watch. Also, shalom to you. Until next time, shalom.